Existence, the infinite delight. This is an excerpt from Wisdom from Sands of Eternity. Wisdom from Sands of Eternity. Existence is the ultimate delight. Existence is available to those who are available to it. It is saying God is available to those who are available to God as well. And then there is no boredom or anguish. Life is infinite delight. Remember, God only whispers. In fact, God is a whisperer. And you are deaf and God cannot shout. He cannot be aggressive because God never interferes. God cannot trespass because He respects your freedom. He whispers and you are deaf. The whole of existence is a whisper. He simply allows things to happen according to the cosmic law. It is very subtle. Unless you are tuned and become capable of listening to the whisper, you will not be able to understand or hear the music. Remember one basic law: anything that is complete must drop. Because when complete or ripe, there is no meaning in carrying it. And anything that is incomplete clings and waits for its completion. It is like young and ripe coconut. In the green young coconut, the jelly holds on to the inner layer of the shell. Remember one basic law: anything that is complete must drop. Because when complete or ripe, there is no meaning in carrying it. And anything that is incomplete clings and waits for its completion. It is like young and ripe coconut. In the green young coconut, the jelly holds on to the inner layer of the shell. And in the ripe coconut, the jelly separates from the shell skin. So too, this existence is really always after completion. The whole existence has a basic tendency to complete everything. It does not like anything incomplete. They hang and wait. There is no hurry for existence. It can wait for millions of years for completion. The whole is like your mother. It is not indifferent to you. Let this truth penetrate as deeply as possible in your heart, because even this awareness that the whole feels happy with you will change you. When you are not alienated and you are not foreigner here, then you are not a homeless wanderer, because this is a home and the whole mothers you. The existence loves you. So it is natural that when somebody becomes a Buddha or reaches the ultimate peak, the whole existence dances, sings and celebrates. Literally, it is true. Never consider this a metaphor, otherwise you will miss the whole point. Blossoms shower, and they go on showering without stopping. The blossoms that showered for Buddha are still showering. The blossoms that showered for Subhuti are still showering. You cannot see them, not because they are not showering, but because you are not capable of seeing them. Existence goes on celebrating infinitely for all the Buddhas that have happened, and for the Buddhas that are happening, and for the Buddhas that will happen as well. Because for existence, past, future, and present never exist. It is now here-ness. It is continuity. It is eternity. Only the now exists, the infinite now. Once you see the flowers showering for you, you can see that they have been showering for every Buddha or every enlightened soul. The first thing existence cares, what happens to you? Existence is continuously praying that the ultimate should happen to you. And for that it makes every single possible effort by bringing you close to such a situation when the ultimate can happen to you. In fact, you are nothing but a hand extended by the whole to reach the ultimate. You are nothing but a wave coming from the whole to reach the moon. You are nothing but a flower opening, so the whole is filled with fragrance through you. If you cannot flower, existence is not going to shower flowers on you. Existence simply responds to you. Whatsoever you are, existence gives you more of that. If you have many flowers within your being, if you have many flowers within your being flowering, 1,000,000 times more flower will shower on you. If you have a deep depression, the existence helps that too. 1,000,000 times more depression will come to you. Whatsoever you are will be given to you more and more. You do not need any churches, temples or mosques. You do not need any churches, temples or mosques. You need only a prayerful heart. You need only a prayerful heart, a loving heart, and a heart that knows how to be grateful. That is your real temple. That will transform your whole life, that will help you to discover not only yourself, but the very depth of this immense existence. For centuries, man has been imposing his own meaning on existence because it needs tremendous courage to live joyously without meaning. It needs real intelligence to live in ecstasy without attaching any meaning or cause at all. The crowd can never have that much intelligence. They certainly need excuse. Howsoever false the excuse is, it does not matter. Remember, even a false excuse is good enough for them to live for, but they are absolutely in need of a meaning. It is man's need that imposes meaning on existence. The more immature a man is, the more is his need for a meaning, and as he becomes mature, the need diminishes. God is a compassion, not a cure. To be in tune with it is to be healthy and whole. All the religions of the world have been teaching God, but I teach you existence. I teach you to be in tune with that which surrounds you, which is within you and without you. Once you are in tune with it, there is no death for you, no misery, no tension, and no worry. Instead, tremendous peace, benediction, and contentment that you have never even dreamt of surround you. There is a clear-cut distinction between existence and God. God symbolizes condemnation of your intelligence, It is accepting humiliation that we are only puppets. He is the power. Whatsoever He wants to do with us, He will do. And that we can do is to pray. It makes you so crippled. Therefore, very idea of God is nauseating. But experience has existence, has freshness and beauty and a truth. Never get mixed up with these two words. One is reality and the other is simply fiction. I observe this because it is impossible for you to go in deep meditation. You cannot observe the fact that the whole universe beings, and just as you expand and shrink, the whole existence shrinks and expands. Just as you inhale and the chest fills, and then you exhale and the air goes out, the chest shrinks. The same rhythm exists in existence. The whole existence breathes, expands, inhales, exhales, and if you can find the rhythm of the existence and become one with the rhythm, you have attained to enlightenment. Hindus say this cosmos or existence is the breath of Brahma. The whole art of ecstasy, meditation and samadhi implies how to become one with the rhythm of the universe. When it exhales, you exhale. When it inhales, you inhale. You live in it because you are not separate. Instead, you are one with it. It is difficult to comprehend because the universe is vast. A master is the whole universe in miniature form. A master is the whole universe in miniature. If you can learn how to inhale with the master and how to exhale with the master, if you can learn simply that, you have learned all. You have arrived. Existence is paradoxical. I repeat once again, a master is the whole universe in miniature. If you can learn how to inhale with the master and how to exhale with the master, if you can learn simply that, you have learned all. You have arrived. Existence is paradoxical. And the paradox is its very core. It exists to opposites only. Existence indeed is a balance in the opposites. And one who learns how to balance becomes capable of knowing what life is, what existence is, what God is. The secret key is balance. Balance brings harmony and ultimately bliss. Meditation is the only way of coming in contact, with existence. Once the process of this contact begins, immediately it becomes a merger and a melting. You become existence yourself. Then you are in the clouds, in the stars, in the flowers, and you are in the rains as well. You are everywhere. You are no longer a drop. You have become the ocean. Such is the oceanic presence. The existence showers its blessings on such a person, the enlightened one, who has arrived in the state of blessedness. He says, I am here for all that existence wants me to be. Therefore I go on allowing happening all that existence has sent me for. and whatsoever the existence does not want to happen, I will not allow to happen. My being is absorbed in the existence. This is totality, and this the word God means to me. This is flowing in God or cosmic harmony, and the moment this happened, I became suddenly all infinite ocean, and now soar in infinite sky effortlessly. Only this much for this talk, and I will use